There's something magical about a special occasion, a wedding, a dinner party, a holiday gathering. These moments remind us that life still holds beauty, celebration, and connection, no matter our age. But for many women over 60, the joy of getting ready for a party can also come with hesitation. What do I wear? How do I find a dress that feels elegant without feeling too young or too outdated? How do I celebrate this version of myself, graceful, mature, and still vibrant, with style that reflects who I am today? You're not alone in asking these questions. In fact, so many women tell me the same thing. I want to feel beautiful, but I don't want to look like I'm trying too hard. Or worse, like I'm invisible. The truth is, after 60, your sense of style doesn't need to shrink. It needs to evolve. Because a well-chosen dress can do more than just flatter your figure. It can lift your spirit. It can say to the world, I'm still here, I still shine. And in today's video, we're going to explore exactly how to choose that kind of dress. From luxurious fabrics that move with grace, to colors that light up your complexion, and cuts that honor your beautiful shape. There are so many ways to express elegance without sacrificing comfort or authenticity. We'll also talk about common style mistakes to avoid, especially those that can add years or make us feel less confident than we deserve. And we'll walk through timeless dress styles that are party perfect, plus the accessories that elevate any look. So if you've ever stood in front of your closet wondering what to wear to a special event, if you've ever felt like fashion stopped speaking your language after 60, stay with me, because today we're rewriting that narrative. Let's start with the first and perhaps most powerful element of a truly flattering party dress, the fabric. What it feels like, how it moves, and why it can make all the difference in how you carry yourself. Ready? Let's begin. The power of fabric. What you wear should feel as beautiful as it looks. Before we talk about color, cut, or trend, let's start with something more essential. Fabric. Because even the most elegant dress can fall flat if it doesn't feel good on your skin or move with your body. At age 60 and beyond, comfort isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. But that doesn't mean we settle for shapeless or stiff. Quite the opposite. A well-chosen fabric can soften your silhouette, create graceful movement, and give you that effortless elegance that turns heads. Let's begin with one of the most timeless choices, silk. Silk is smooth, breathable, and drapes beautifully. It adds a natural sheen without being too flashy. Whether it's a full-length gown or a simple midi dress, silk moves with grace and gives an instant sense of refinement. Just make sure to choose a heavier silk blend if you want to avoid clinginess. Next, let's talk about chiffon. Chiffon is light, flowy, and ideal for layered dresses or sleeves that cover the arms gently without feeling hot or heavy. For many women who want a little coverage while still looking airy, chiffon is a go-to. It allows light to pass through in just the right way, giving you that soft, radiant glow. Lace is another favorite, but it requires care. Look for lace that's finely woven, not bulky or stiff. Delicate lace inserts at the neckline or sleeves can add romance and texture without overwhelming the outfit. Then there's jersey knit, a more modern, forgiving fabric. Jersey can be ideal for semi-formal gatherings, especially when cut in a wrap dress or A-line style. It stretches just enough to move with you, but still keeps its shape throughout the evening. Avoid overly shiny materials like satin or sequins that can highlight areas you may not want to emphasize. And stay away from stiff polyester blends that don't breathe well. They can make even the most beautiful dress feel like a chore to wear. The goal, to feel as good as you look. When the fabric feels right, your confidence rises. You walk differently. You smile more freely. You stop thinking about your dress and start enjoying the moment. And really, isn't that the point? Choosing the right material is about honoring your comfort and your elegance at the same time. It's the first layer of confidence you put on, before the makeup, the jewelry, or even the shoes. And once that foundation is right, everything else becomes easier. Now that we've covered the power of fabric, let's move on to the second most important decision. How do you choose the right dress shape for your body type after 60? One that flatters without forcing and celebrates your natural form. That's exactly what we'll explore in the next part. Dress for your shape, not for the trends. Finding a silhouette that loves you. Back when it comes to finding the perfect party dress after 60, there's one golden rule. Don't dress for your age. Dress for your shape. Because every woman's body tells a unique story, and the right dress doesn't hide your shape, it honors it. So let's take a look at some of the most common body shapes and how to find dresses that highlight your beauty, not camouflage it. If you have an apple-shaped body where weight tends to gather around the midsection, the key is to create balance and flow. Look for A-line dresses that gently flare from the waist down. Wrap dresses are also flattering. They create a waistline even when one isn't naturally defined. Avoid tight, clingy fabrics around the stomach. Instead, opt for dresses with soft gathers, ruching, or a structured waistband that sits just below the bust, what's known as an empire waist. Now for the pear-shaped woman, narrow shoulders, fuller hips and thighs. The goal is to draw the eye upward. Dresses with boat necklines, V-necks, or embellished shoulders can do wonders. You can also choose dresses with light detail on top and darker, simpler fabric on the bottom. This creates visual harmony and balances proportions without any effort. And for the hourglass figure, where the bust and hips are balanced with a well-defined waist, you're lucky to have natural symmetry. Celebrate it. Wrap dresses, belted shifts, or sheath styles all work beautifully on this frame. Just make sure the dress hugs, not squeezes. A softly fitted bodice and gentle skirt flow create elegance without restricting movement. If your figure has become more rectangular over time, less defined at the waist, that's perfectly normal. In that case, look for dresses that add soft curves with pleats, peplums, or draping. Sometimes a simple belt, even if just for detail, can add visual interest and create a waistline where needed. And don't forget the power of sleeves. Sleeves that hit mid-arm or three-quarters length can make your silhouette look longer and leaner. They also add a touch of sophistication that feels just right for most party occasions. Ultimately, the right dress shape is the one that makes you feel centered, comfortable, and naturally elegant. You should never feel like you're adjusting your posture just to make it work. When the cut fits your body, everything else falls into place. Now that we've explored how to choose a silhouette that complements your figure, let's talk about the colors that not only make your dress stand out, but also make you glow. Because color isn't just about style, it's about energy, emotion, and the way we carry ourselves. Ready? Let's dive into that next. The power of color, shades that light up your skin in spirit color, is one of the most personal choices in fashion. And after 60, it becomes even more important. Because the right color doesn't just flatter your dress, it enhances your skin tone, lifts your energy, and reflects your inner glow. When choosing a party dress, many women instinctively reach for black. And yes, black is timeless, slimming, and elegant. But it's not the only option. In fact, some colors may flatter your complexion even better. Let's start with one of the most flattering shades for mature skin. Navy blue. Navy offers the same sophistication as black, but with a softer contrast. It brings out warmth in the skin and pairs beautifully with silver or gold jewelry. It's perfect for formal events without feeling harsh or overly dark. Another gorgeous choice? Burgundy. This deep red wine shade adds instant richness to your look. It's bold, but not loud, and it works well in both cooler and warmer undertones. Whether in velvet or satin, burgundy evokes confidence, elegance, and strength. Next, consider deep plum or eggplant. These jewel tones are luxurious and mysterious, but still incredibly wearable. They bring depth to your overall appearance without washing you out, and they look stunning in candlelight or under soft evening lighting. For a lighter touch, you might love soft metallics like champagne, rose gold, or pewter. These tones reflect light in a flattering way and add just enough shimmer to feel festive, without being flashy. They're especially lovely for outdoor evening events or celebrations under twinkle lights. One color to approach with care? Pastels. While gentle in theory, many pastels, like baby pink or powder blue, can make mature skin appear dull or sallow. If you love soft colors, look for richer versions like dusty rose, sage green, or soft mauve. They offer the same femininity with a more grounded, graceful effect. And what about bold colors? Don't shy away. A deep emerald, sapphire, or even ruby can bring vitality to your whole look, especially when paired with a simple silhouette and understated accessories. The key is to choose tones that complement your natural features, not compete with them. Hold the fabric up to your face in natural light. Does your skin look brighter? Do your eyes pop a little more? That's how you know you found your color, because the right shade can turn a simple dress into a moment. Now that we've explored how fabric, fit, and color come together to shape your party style, it's time we talk about what to avoid. Yes, there are a few common dress choices that can accidentally add years or distract from your natural elegance. Let's uncover what those are in the next part. What to avoid. Dress styles that can add years instead of grace. Now that we've covered what works beautifully, let's take a moment to talk about what often doesn't. Because sometimes, even with the best intentions, a dress can do more harm than good. It's not about rules, it's about awareness. There are certain dress styles, fabrics, and details that may unintentionally aid your appearance or draw attention to areas you'd rather play down. Let's start with the most common culprit: oversized, shapeless dresses. While it's tempting to go for a loose fit for comfort, a completely unstructured dress can make you appear larger and older. These boxy silhouettes lack definition, and instead of draping gracefully, they tend to swallow your shape. Instead of hiding your figure, they erase it. Comfort is important, but elegance always begins with structure. Another mistake? Excessive ruffles, frills, or embellishments. While a delicate touch of lace or a soft flutter sleeve can be charming, too many decorative details can feel outdated. Layered ruffles, beaded fringe, or loud floral appliques can quickly shift the look from graceful to overwhelming. Less is truly more, especially when it comes to embellishment. Then there are prints. Floral prints can be beautiful, but large, bold flowers, especially in high contrast colors, tend to dominate your frame and draw attention away from your face. They can also give off a grandma's curtains effect, which is the opposite of modern and fresh. If you love florals, opt for smaller, more abstract patterns in muted tones. They'll still give you that feminine touch, but in a more refined way. Satin or clingy synthetic fabrics are another pitfall. They may shimmer under party lights, but they also cling to every curve, and not always in a flattering way. These fabrics tend to emphasize texture, which includes any lines, dips, or rolls we'd rather not highlight. Plus, they don't breathe well, which can leave you feeling hot and self-conscious by the end of the night. And let's not forget about dresses that are too short or too tight. You might feel pressured to dress younger to fit in, but dressing younger doesn't always mean looking younger. In fact, a dress that's too short or too body-hugging can send the opposite message. It can seem like you're trying too hard, and that rarely feels empowering. A hemline that falls just below the knee or mid-calf strikes the perfect balance, graceful, not frumpy, and a silhouette that skims rather than squeezes gives room to move, breathe, and enjoy the evening. Finally, avoid overly trendy details that don't align with your personal style. Cutouts, extreme asymmetry, or loud statement pieces can look fun on a rack, but often don't translate well for elegant occasions or mature wardrobes. Remember, the goal is to feel timeless, not trend-chasing, because true elegance is never about shouting. It's about knowing who you are and dressing with quiet confidence. So if you've been wearing any of these styles out of habit or uncertainty, it might be time for a refresh. Let go of what doesn't serve you. And now that we've cleared the path, let's move into the fun part. What should be in your wardrobe? What kinds of party dresses actually flatter, sparkle, and make you feel like yourself, only elevated? That's exactly what we'll uncover in the next part. Timeless party dresses. Every woman over 60 should own. Now that we've let go of the styles that no longer serve us, let's embrace the ones that do. Because when you find the right dress, one that fits, flatters, and feels like you, something changes. You stand taller. You smile easier. You walk into the room knowing you belong there. So what are some of the dress styles that deserve a place in every elegant woman's party wardrobe after 60? Let's start with a true classic. The midi dress. A midi-length dress, falling somewhere between the knee and ankle, strikes the perfect balance of sophistication and ease. It offers graceful coverage while allowing for movement and lightness. Choose a style with soft pleats, gentle draping, or a subtle A-line silhouette for an effortlessly flattering look. Next up, the wrap dress. Timeless, versatile, and universally flattering, the wrap dress is a favorite for a reason. It creates a natural waistline, enhances curves without clinging, and works on nearly every body shape. Look for versions in jersey, silk, or crepe for an elevated feel. A V-neck wrap dress with three-quarter sleeves is an especially beautiful option for cocktail parties and evening dinners. Another must-have, the fit and flare dress. This style gently hugs the upper body and flares out at the skirt, creating a graceful hourglass illusion, even if your shape has changed over time. It's feminine without being too youthful and elegant without being too formal. Great for weddings, charity events, or festive holiday gatherings. Now let's talk about something slightly more dramatic, the asymmetrical dress. Not extreme or edgy, but tastefully designed with a one-shoulder detail or an angled hemline. These subtle asymmetries create visual interest and movement. They're perfect when you want something a little different without stepping too far outside your comfort zone. For those cooler seasons or more formal events, a long-sleeve evening gown in a deep, rich color can be breathtaking. Opt for fabrics like velvet, chiffon, or soft crepe. Look for dresses with strategic ruching, draping, or a sheer overlay that adds romance without bulk. And don't underestimate the beauty of a shift dress. Simple, streamlined, and elegant, a shift dress made from a structured fabric like ponte or crepe can be dressed up with jewelry or a shawl. It's a wonderful go-to option when you need to look polished without fuss. The best part about these styles? They don't scream for attention. They whisper it with grace. They allow your presence to shine through, rather than the dress wearing you. Each of these dress types offers a canvas for your personality, your confidence, and your moment. Because style at this age is no longer about following fashion rules. It's about choosing pieces that reflect your values, elegance, comfort, and self-assurance. So whether you're heading to a wedding, a retirement celebration, a family holiday, or a quiet dinner with old friends, let these dresses remind you of one powerful truth. You never outgrow beauty. You only grow into a deeper, more refined version of it. And speaking of refinement, let's talk about the final touch that completes your look. Accessories. The shoes, the earrings, the clutch, the scarf. Those little details that say, this outfit is mine. Coming up next, we'll explore how to choose accessories that elevate your party dress without overwhelming it. The finishing touch. Accessories that elevate your entire look. A beautiful dress can speak volumes on its own, but the right accessories? They complete the story. They whisper elegance. They highlight your personality, and they can transform a simple outfit into something unforgettable. After 60, accessories aren't about following trends. They're about enhancing what you already love about yourself. So let's start with the most foundational choice, shoes. Comfort comes first, but that doesn't mean you have to sacrifice style. A low block heel or a chic wedge offers both support and sophistication. Look for materials like suede or leather in neutral tones, nude, pewter, navy, or even burgundy. These pair effortlessly with most dresses without drawing too much attention away from your outfit. Avoid ultra-flat shoes or overly bulky heels, which can shorten your silhouette. Next, let's talk about jewelry. Statement pieces are wonderful, but choose one area to shine. If your dress has a high neckline, skip the necklace and go for bold earrings instead. If your neckline is open or V-shaped, a delicate pendant or layered chains can draw attention to your face and décolletage beautifully. Pearls are a timeless choice for evening occasions. They add grace without being too flashy. Gold and silver both work well. Just match the tone to the details of your dress and your skin's undertones. Cooler skin usually pairs best with silver, while warmer tones glow with gold. And what about bags? For a party, leave the oversized tote at home. Instead, opt for a small clutch or elegant crossbody with a slim strap. Metallic finishes, rich textures, or even a pop of color can add visual interest without being too loud. Your bag is not just a necessity, it's an extension of your look. Now onto one of the most versatile accessories of all, the scarf or shawl. A soft wrap in silk, cashmere, or chiffon can offer warmth and coverage for your shoulders, arms, or neckline without compromising style. Choose a solid tone that complements your dress or a subtle print that adds texture. A well-placed scarf also brings elegance to outdoor events or evening gatherings when the temperature drops. Don't forget about belts, especially if your dress allows for it. A slim belt in leather or satin can define your waist and add polish to a flowy dress. It's a small detail that makes a big difference in structure and shape. And then there's the subtle magic of hair and makeup. Soft curls, a polished bun, or a sleek bob, paired with a natural, glowing makeup look, can elevate your appearance just as much as your accessories. Keep the makeup light and luminous. A little blush, a touch of lip color, and well-groomed brows go a long way. At the end of the day, accessorizing isn't about adding more. It's about adding meaning. Each item you choose should support your confidence, not fight for attention. And when everything works in harmony, your dress, your shoes, your jewelry, your smile, you become the most radiant person in the room. Not because of what you wear, but because of how it makes you feel. Now that we've explored every element of creating the perfect party outfit, let's bring it all together with a heartfelt conclusion and a few final reminders that beauty and confidence don't fade with age. They flourish. Your style, your story, confidence that shines at every age. By now, you've seen just how powerful a thoughtfully chosen dress can be. It's not just about the fabric, or the fit, or the color. It's about the feeling it gives you, the way you carry yourself, the way you light up a room without saying a word. Because after 60, your style becomes more than just clothing. It becomes your voice. It reflects the woman you've become, strong, wise, graceful, and still radiant. You don't need to follow every trend or wear something just because someone says it's youthful. True elegance comes from choosing what feels right for you. It's in the way silk skims your frame, the way navy blue makes your skin glow, the way a simple accessory says, I still care, I still shine. And most importantly, it's in the way you feel when you catch your reflection and think, yes, that's me. You've earned this confidence. You've lived through decades of change, love, loss, joy, and growth. And every line on your face, every change in your shape, tells a story of a life well lived. So when it comes time to dress for a special occasion, don't hide behind neutral tones or oversized cuts that make you disappear. Don't settle for something safe that doesn't excite you. Instead, choose something that celebrates you, something that lets you walk into the room with pride, with grace, with presence, because that's what real beauty looks like. It's not about age, it's about alignment. When your clothes, your spirit, and your smile are all in harmony, that's when you truly glow. So whether your next event is a wedding, a holiday party, a birthday dinner, or just an evening out with loved ones, remember this: you deserve to feel beautiful. You deserve to be seen. And you deserve to dress in a way that reminds the world and yourself just how vibrant you still are. If today's video has inspired you, even just a little, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share. What's your favorite dress style? Or better yet, what's one small change you're going to try at your next event? And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss another moment of style inspiration, tailored just for you. Here we celebrate aging with grace, fashion with purpose, and beauty at every stage of life. Because your best chapter, it's still unfolding. And your next great look, it's just a dress away.